Jeremiah 28. Think so?
Yeah. Let's start actually. Shalom. Good.
Yep.
Shalom. Just gonna make sure the audio is good.
All right.
Real quick. Okay, saying we're live. All right. Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKodash. We'd like to give double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do good well. And we'd like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect of the 1/3. And the Lord's will, this lesson is edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baha Rachak Kodash. All right, and as the title reads, can you see history repeat itself? And pretty much we're just going to go into a compare and contrast with a few articles pertaining why Rome itself fell, which we know that this is the modern Roman Empire all over again. Okay, NATO, the EU, the beast, which America is within that, and also it being the whore that rideth upon the beast. And, even a fun fact pertaining to Revelations 13, the landmass of where NATO is today, that's the same land region where Rome was in ancient time. Okay, so we just want to do a lesson on that because I feel, that it'll be very edifying because, we're understanding the prophecies, we're measuring the time, we see what time we're in, but we're in the same position, that we were in literal Rome because it took some time for Rome to fall. So all these prophecies, okay, things playing out, the decadence, the moral decline, the slave labor, which Cheetos, the Cheetos, the chips, they just got in trouble for slave labor.
Wow.
And Jake over here, So what I'd like to actually do is start with Isaiah 46:10. The end was declared from the beginning. Now let me share my screen and let's go to this one, okay? Because they're asking a question. It says, the fall of Rome, how, when, and why did it happen? So I find that to be very edifying because it's saying, why did it fall? Well, it fell because of prophecy, okay? Just like now. Why is Babylon going to fall? Of what you call America, right? Is because of prophecy. Is it 46:10 from the beginning? Yeah. Okay. So let's get that. And I got the brother Kratazar with me. So the brother's gonna read it, and I'll you got it, bro. I'm just gonna put it on here for the brothers and sisters to see.
All right. This is the book of Isaiah 46 and verse 10, and it says, declaring the end from the beginning.
Well, just for context, start at 9.
Okay. Isaiah 46 and 9, it says, remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me.
Yep.
Declaring the end from the beginning.
Right. The Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, has declared the end from the beginning, which automatically makes me think of Daniel 7:14. Okay. So we real quick, we got to get that point. Okay. Because what we're talking about is empires falling that was already declared. But why? Well, Isaiah 46:10 explains it, but then we're going to bring this point home further. All right. To, for you to understand that the rulerships, all right, are from the Lord as well. So,
I got it.
Okay.
This is the book of Daniel 7 and verse 13. And there was given him dominion.
Oh, no. Daniel 4.
Oh, 4. Okay. 4,
yeah.
6, okay.
Yep.
But that was good.
Yeah, because that's actually going to go into the whole thing. So that's the spirit.
Daniel 4:17, it says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know.
Right, to the intent that the living may know, starting with who? Israel first, the priests, the prophets, the seers, and then the proclaim this among the heathen, the Gentiles, even letting them know historical facts, even shows you, I believe in the Josephus, that even Alexander the Great went to the Levitical priests, so they told him that he would be a ruler. Okay, keep going.
And it says that to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
So the Most High rules in the kingdom of men.
and giveth it to whomsoever he will.
And he allows. So why is Biden in office? Putin, Yoon,
Right.
the list goes on, even in history, Genghis Khan, all the times. Okay. And you know what further proves that with us? The Lord put King David up.
Right.
He didn't choose none of his brothers. He said, don't think I chose him because of his height and stature.
Yep.
So the Lord sets up who he wants for his own reason. Okay. Keep going.
And it goes on to say, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
There you go. So declared from the beginning. Now we can go back. All right. Declared from the beginning, the Lord sets up who rules, who falls. I'm thinking of I think it's 1 Samuel 2 and 6, where it says the Lord can bring you high or low, rich or poor,
Yep.
kill, alive.
Yep.
So we're seeing that the Lord is in control of all these things. So the Lord is why Rome fell.
Yep.
Yahweh Shem Shai is the reason why this is taking place now. And it's according to prophecy. We can read about Babylon falling, but what you're seeing is a slow decline.
Yes.
But that's all the prophecies. Matthew 24, the famine, the pestilence, love turning cold. All these things rolled into one, a society will fall.
Yep.
Divided against themselves. All these things are the perfect combination to crumble an empire.
Yes, it is.
But what we're saying in the spirit is know why it's crumbling and who is making it crumble. The Lord said, though they build, I'll throw down.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll destroy.
So let's make this point, because we always want to start a lesson off with scriptures to build our foundation before we dive into these edifying articles. See, we're backing it up biblically based through the Spirit.
Right.
So now we're back in Isaiah 46 and 10 to finish that off.
Isaiah 46 and 10, and it says, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done.
Which that's prophetic.
Yeah, that's right.
I already declared how it was going to play out.
Yeah.
You can make a city and roads, but prophecy says at a certain time of a certain date, this is what's going to happen on that road. So we're telling you before it happens. You brothers and sisters hear, and you've been hearing more and more about these prophecies, but understand that we're watching the slow boil, but the flame's already lit. But we're in that like slow boil stage where it's like, it's not here yet. The food's not done, but you can smell it cooking.
Yep.
All right. Keep going.
And it says, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
Right. And we'll leave it right there. So the Lord's counsel is going to stand. And then you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
That's probably a test. That's spiritual though.
Yeah, it is.
Your brothers hear that? We got the radio playing and they're doing
A test.
one of those tests. I wonder if they can hear it. Oh, that's spiritual. Hey, that's the spirit, man. That's the spirit. So let's go into this.
Because doom is coming to
Right.
Babylon.
Doom and gloom is coming to Babylon. So I'm going to read a little of this.
Which one you in?
I'm in the thought. The one,
Okay.
yeah, that one. So I just want to read this at the top, bro. And then if there's any points you see, because what I want to do, I'm going to skip around.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We're not going to go each one,
All right.
but we're going to skip around in the spirit.
I'm going to go down the wire.
Okay. So it says the fall of Rome, which we have Rome 2.0. Oh, the deadly wound was healed.
Right. Yeah, we'll get that real quick.
Right. Yeah, let's hold that.
Right.
I'm going to read this though. It says the fall of Rome, the how, when, and why of Rome's fall is complex and oft debated by historians. The fall of Rome generally refers to the way in which the imperial nation changed over the course of hundreds of years until its form was unrecognizable. Look at that. They got the picture of it. You got fire. Okay. So when you go right down, let's see. Look at this. Look, it says the Roman Empire fell slowly. That's the time we're in. Habakkuk 2.
You gotta get that guy.
Habakkuk 2.
Just like right now, man.
Yep. And I feel that, our brothers feel that. Like, come on, man. Like, but it's all the necessary.
Yeah.
So right now we're in that waiting stage. So Habakkuk 2.
You get to the point?
Yep.
Okay. This is the book of Habakkuk 2 and verse 3.
You can start at 2.
Starts okay. Yeah. It's Habakkuk 2 and verse 2. It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Right, like us. We have to have this spirit for allow us to understand what's being written so that we can say it to the brothers and sisters as the watchmen So we're able to run once we read it
Mhm.
and understand it. You see? Keep going.
Verse 3.
So meaning it's not a mystery.
Right.
Like the other night, you had the sign in the heaven with the two lights
Yeah,
that were the planets.
Yeah, yep.
But we knew why.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, what is that? Is that? I said it's either Esau or the Lord.
Yeah.
But we know.
Yep.
But other people that say it's aliens. So I it was a Jake though. So I said what they coming from Mexico? He was like, oh, I like those aliens. But people don't know.
They don't.
So this is why the Lord's allowing us to run from with what we're reading.
Right.
So we can. Why are you running? Why are you running?
Right.
I'm telling you.
For real.
You know.
Yep. That's real.
Yep.
Verse 3 says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time."
Right. Like, damn, man, it's just, everything you feel is it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like when the Ohio thing happened. You know, now you at a point where I say, man, I just hope it don't blow over. Because there's things that's happened and then just fizzled away.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Look at the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah.
It was this close to going down, but then life
It
continued.
wasn't time yet.
It wasn't time. See?
Mhm.
Would Jules tell John Travolta in Pulp Fiction? It ain't quite time yet.
Yep.
They had to fall back.
Yep.
So everything's on the Lord's time. That's why the Holy Spirit had to start with what? The Lord declaring the end from the beginning.
Mhm.
The Lord's already set up a time and date for everything to happen. Now I know we're in Habakkuk. We got to go to
Revelation.
Yep, 9.
Yeah, I need to talk. Yep.
Let's go there. We're an hour in a day.
Yep.
Is it 9 and 16
Let me see.
or 18?
Let me see.
It's go back over here, Baba Kasha. It's like right here.
Let me see.
Is it was 16? 14, one of them? I think it is.
I'll look over quick.
Let me see. It says a time right here. Right here. 15.
Oh, 15.
Yep.
Okay. Right in my face.
Yep.
This is the book of Revelation 9 and verse 15.
Start at 14.
14, it says, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates.
Yeah, we see the river Euphrates drying up right
Yep,
now.
yep.
Brothers pointed out it formed an omega symbol,
Wow,
which means
man.
the end, and that is a sign declaring the end.
Right.
Right?
That's
Keep
amazing.
going.
15, and the 4 angels were loosed,
Yep.
which were prepared for an hour,
A certain hour
and a day,
in a day.
and a month,
Yep.
and a year, for to slay the third part of men.
Right. Like right here, if you brothers could see down here at our time bar, here's a certain hour, 12:43 of a certain day, the third of the certain month. What is it? March? What are we in March?
Yeah.
March of a certain year, 2023.
Yep.
So that it's letting us know that there's a certain time that's already been declared for this place to go.
Yes.
That's why Yahweh Shai said, no man knows the time, hour, or day, but my Father only.
Right.
See? So not even the angels know. They just got to get their orders. Like now, we don't know the exact time, but we know that time is coming. You see? So now we could jump back to Habakkuk.
Yep.
So we're really on a hourglass. You know what I mean? Once that hourglass is turned over, we're just waiting for the last grain to fall.
Yeah.
Okay? This is the time we're in. Keep going.
Habakkuk 2 and 3, and it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed
Pointed
time.
time. And we just precepted.
Mhm.
What's that time? The time so specific, you can measure it down to the millisecond,
Woo.
to the second,
Wow.
because it said it's a certain hour, time, day. That's why the Lord got them having a doomsday clock.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the spirit they got that, you
Yeah.
know, because he knows his time is
Yeah.
limited. Oh, he knows his time is short.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
you know, we can hold it.
Okay.
You know, but Rev 12 and 12,
Yep.
the devil know he has but a little time.
Short time.
Yeah. So guess what, brothers? Time's on our side. Well, see, there go the timer.
Yeah, time right there.
Keep going.
And it says, but at the end it shall speak
Speak. Yep.
and not lie,
Yep.
though it tarry, wait for it.
And why do you wait? Luke, what's that? 21 and 19. For
Mhm.
patience possesses your soul. That's why you wait. See, we're waiting on the Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going.
Because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
So we're in that time, but we're watching it going. Now we can go back to the article. Okay. It said instead the Roman Empire fell slowly. Why? Because it's all in the Lord's hand. Time is from the Lord. Okay. So going back, it says the Roman Empire fell slowly as a result of challenges from within and without.
Wow.
Is that not what Babylon is experiencing right now? Are they not experiencing problems within and without? You got Babylon experiencing all this hell, this decay, addiction, drugs.
Yep.
And then this nigga said, excuse my language, he said, we're going to send $10 billion to Ukraine.
More money?
More money. Shit, you even got Charlemagne, little weirdo ass, talking about, I'm not a Republican, but I do believe, like what they say, we got to fix here before we fix out there, which is true. Yeah. But you know what this is? There's nothing new under the sun.
Exactly.
Let's grab that real quick.
Yep. It's that
1 and 9?
Ecclesiastes.
Isn't it 1 and 9?
Yep.
Real quick. And if you notice, brothers and you few sisters, we're reading, but there's a precept. You know, there's precepts that we gotta bring out. Okay.
This is you got it. Okay. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 9.
Because once we get to the points, that's gonna flow quick.
Yeah.
Because you can see it. You know.
Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, it says, the thing that has been,
like Rome,
it is that which shall be,
because of prophecy,
and that which is done is that which shall be done,
because it's the Lord's will. He now who letteth will let.
That's right. And there is no new thing under the sun.
Right there. America. You see R. Kelly. He said, "Who want to come back with me to America?" People like, not me.
Not hell. No.
Hell no.
People live in America.
You had Moab last year telling their students, "You want to go to schooling and travel abroad? You can do that, but don't go to America."
Yeah.
Shame, bro.
Yeah. Shameful glory.
Shame on you.
Shameful spewing that glory.
And right, back in Habakkuk it says, he heapeth on himself all people.
Oh, yep.
You know, that's why your ass got problems.
Right here. I'll give a quick
you know? That. Yeah, if you want to read it.
Habakkuk 2 and 5, and it says, yea, also, because he transgresses by wine.
Like Rome.
He is a proud man.
Just like the Romans.
Neither keepeth at home.
Oh, he don't keep at home.
Nope.
That one of the problems with Rome is the military expansion.
Yep.
Like, matter of fact, let me snag that real quick.
Actually,
Let's snag that. Why did Rome fall? How did Rome fall? Look, well, we got to go into the Christianity part. Go down.
Oh, yeah, this all day.
Oh, man, a lot of this is good.
This is all going
economic. Okay, so this one doesn't show it. So the 8 reasons on this one shows it.
Okay.
So I'm going to go down to right here, 4.
Okay.
Look, over expansion and military overspending. That's what's read Habakkuk again.
Yeah, I got you. Yep. Habakkuk 2 and 5. It says, yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, now they keep it at home.
Real quick, now let's do some Google fun facts. Got my caps on. How many U.S. embassies are embassies in the world?
Oh, man.
163, 93. I thought it was 264.
Yeah, I thought,
let's do that. Let's put
plus
264 U.S. embassies in the world. Let's see.
It's past 200.
Yeah, it's got to be. How many U.S. embassies in the world? Okay, so 163 plus 93. So it's over 200.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay. Any brother want to do the math? It's right here, Baba Kasha. What is it? 163? Mm-hmm. 163 plus 93 equals 256 blood clottings. 256 embassies around the world. That's ridiculous.
Hey, real quick, it says, real quick, I looked up, it says, what's the purpose of an embassy? It says, a key purpose of an embassy is to assist citizens of his home country living, working, or traveling overseas. So he's in
everything.
Yo,
get your ass out of here.
You got a system over here, and you want to come tamper with it.
And you know what? As war brews, those are going to be the first targets.
The embassies.
Oh yeah, they're going to get rid of them because that's them taking their stamp. Because war is all about leveraging land.
Yes.
So if I can get your ass like chess, I got to get you. You got your queen all up where my rook. I got to get you out of there.
Yeah.
Or you're going to cause problems.
Yeah.
So before we can set up shop, we got to get rid of the competition.
Yeah.
How you going to make a Mondo burger next to Good Burger?
Exactly.
We got to get rid of your ass.
Yeah.
You know?
That's all about war. That's all war. The battles with the war.
Yep. So let's go back now to Habakkuk. And then we can go a little into the military part.
Okay.
You know,
that goes in a little bit too. Habakkuk 2 and 5, and it says, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death.
He's as death. Yeah. We don't want you. You had in Africa, there you got Esau telling the Africans to basically liberate Moses. How you telling me what to do with my people over here? When look at the people in the what you doing with them, you piece of, you piece of crap. I'll say it like that. Okay, the audacity of Esau and trying to go and liberate. I don't know if you've seen that. It's some little Edomite, and he said, "We will." And you know what they said? America said that basically we'll cut off aid. The dude over in Africa, he said, a part of the problem is your aid you're giving us. We don't even want your aid. We don't want you.
Nobody asked you.
We don't want you. Babylon is a problem, bro.
Man.
They're a problem. But keep going.
They're a nuisance to the earth.
Yep.
And it says, and cannot be
satisfied. That's what, look, that New World Order.
Man.
I want more. What Kobe said? More.
Yep.
He's out there. More.
Yep.
He's covetous of greed and power.
Man.
But ultimately, it's prophecy. If you want to know why Esau has a plan, an attempt of a New World Order, it's because of prophecy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ultimately.
Yep.
And it says, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Rome had that same issue too. They would enslave you. Matter of fact, let's go back. I know we're going to read about the overexpansion. Let's read a little bit of this. It says, at its height, the Roman Empire stretched from the Atlantic Ocean all the way to the Euphrates River in the Middle East, but in grandeur may have also been its downfall. With such a vast territory to govern, the empire faced an administrative and logistical nightmare. And you know what? The Babylonian military came out with a thing, and they said, we're not capable of handling a superpower, let alone two.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It says, even with their excellent road system, the Romans were unable to communicate quickly or effectively enough to manage their holdings. Rome struggled to marshal enough troops and resources to defend its frontiers from local rebellions. Local rebellions, uproars of the people, and outside attack. We shall think of evil thought. See? It says, by the 2nd century, the emperor was forced to build his famous wall in Britain just to keep the enemy at bay. So he's got too much on his plate.
He does.
That's the problem. He's got too much to handle.
He's in straight.
Yep.
Sounds like that.
Yep. Yeah. He's in straight. And then guess what? Another reason why Rome fell was the government corruption and political instability. Is that not what's taking place right now?
That's today.
Is that not what's taking place? We just read nothing new under the sun. Okay. So let's read a little bit into the government corruption, which is what? The Illuminati, the crafty council, the plan within the plan. Okay. It says, if Rome's sheer size made it difficult to govern, ineffective. I'm thinking Matthew's, was that 26 and 12? If a nation be divided?
Yes. Yeah.
Or 12 and 26? You want to grab that, Baba Kasha? Look, it says ineffective and inconsistent leadership. Inconsistent leadership. Biden, right?
Yeah. Man.
It says, this man falls asleep on the jet. This man falls going into the jet and falls asleep on it.
Damn.
It says only serve to magnify the problem. Is not Babylon's problems magnifying?
Yes.
It's growing more and more. It says being the Roman Empire being the Roman emperor had always been a particularly dangerous job.
Damn.
But during the tumultuous 2nd and 3rd century, it nearly became a death sentence.
Damn.
Civil war, not world war, civil war. What's within?
Yes.
Civil war is within. Let's just look up the definition of civil war. America's had civil war. America's at a civil war right now. Real quick. Civil war. Look, when I put civil war, Rome doesn't pop up. Babylon does. So civil war definition. Look. A war between citizens of the same country. Let's read Matthew's.
Man, let's get this. Matthew 12 and 25, it says,
wow.
And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them.
Now, what's the context of that?
When Jake was scoffing at Yahushua.
So that was between Israelites.
Yeah.
That's why Israel fell. We're southern and northern. That's why this thing's Yahushua's church. All Israel's in.
Yeah.
This ain't a mainly Judah thing. This is a Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Issachar, Naphtali, thing.
Yep.
Real. So even Yahushua was telling Jake he was condemning them because of their division.
Mm-hmm.
That's why now what's pushed? One body, one baptism. one spirit,
Faith.
one faith. We not
Right.
here with schisms. We not here of a unity with two different doctrines.
Right.
Okay, look at what's happened when nations are divided. America shows you that. And guess what? The civil war we're talking about in Babylon, that's in the scriptures.
Oh.
You
It
know,
is. Yep. It is.
Rev 6,
Yep.
war with himself.
Mm-hmm.
But let's read this point.
Matthew 12:25, it says, anyhow Shai knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Woo! Now he said this within the Roman Empire.
Right.
He said this within the Roman Empire. Now fast forward to today, we're reading about one of the reasons why it fell, and it was because of its division.
Man. And this place is definitely divided, man.
And guess what? After we go into this war aspect, there's a couple points we want to make. The war, what you're reading, the corruption.
Yeah.
We want to go into the Christianity and also the decadence.
Yes, it said it too. Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
let's make these
yeah.
quick points because we don't want to make this lesson too long. Okay, so we're at already 25 minutes. So let's read this Baba Kasha, and then we're gonna get those two.
Okay. And it says, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
Yep.
And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?
Boom. And you got Satan cast out Satan. You got people against. You got Democrat, Republican.
Yeah.
You got people against the Biden administration. You know how many states are against the Biden administration and are suing him, that are separating from him, and they're pushing for all these gun laws. You know how many states are saying we're not doing that?
Yeah.
You got even local police and sheriff, because sheriffs are over police. Like, you know, you have state police,
Yeah. Yeah.
but then you have sheriffs that are over the local police.
Yes.
So you have state police and sheriffs stating how they're not going to institute these gun restrictions.
Yeah.
So what's that going to do? That's going to push in what? Federal.
Yep.
So now you got federal versus state. But what makes America? The United States.
Right.
So if they're not united, that means they're gonna
It's divided.
it's divided. So it's divided states of America means they're gonna fall.
Yeah. You even got other states that are not into those transformer laws.
Exactly.
But some states are.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
even like with the the AB.
Yep.
You know, the ocean.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. I'm gonna stop it on this part. I mean, we know why ultimately the corruption is. One, it's Esau, and two, it's not the American dream that you think, because you have to remember the global elites, they have plans as well. So they have plants that are in there to push an agenda going what you just said. Not the average patriotic American Edomite is for the LGBT, all that,
Yeah.
but that's the days a lot.
Yes.
See how all that plays in?
Yeah.
But that makes them divided.
Yep.
So it's all playing in. Egyptian against Egyptian.
Damn, let's get that real quick. Man.
You know?
Probably should.
Yeah, we can get that because that'll lead right into it.
This is the book of Isaiah 19. Isaiah 19,
Which is we're about to read a future prophecy, which because it's divided is going to happen.
that's right. Isaiah 19 and verse 2.
Yep.
And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Which you're seeing that right now, as in the conflict through words.
Yes.
You're seeing that when they're talking, they're going at each other.
Yep.
You know, Trump showed you that.
Their points.
Their point of views,
Mhm.
their beliefs. They're divided over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, man. That's one thing too. Like people are really especially in America, people are really into politics and like point of views.
And you should be.
Yeah.
At least you brothers and sisters, you brothers, all right, you brothers should at least have an idea of what's going on with the political parties,
Mhm.
okay? Because it's in the scriptures. Why you think it says, what is that? The plebeian and patricians?
Yeah.
You
Yeah, it says the lamb.
Yep,
You
spake in his dragon.
Two
Yep.
horns. Yep. And it says, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and
Woo!
kingdom against kingdom.
See? City against kingdom against kingdoms, world war. But then there'll be civil war,
Yes.
civil unrest, okay? This is what the Bible says, sedition, uproars of the people.
That's right.
But this is what led to Rome falling too.
Mhm.
So you're seeing these things prophetically are going to play out again because this is Rome falling all over
Right.
again. That's why when America got established, it said Rome's deadly wound was healed because Rome had a deadly wound which crippled it, which destroyed it, which really it destroyed the Western Roman Empire because the Eastern Roman Empire stayed up, which was ruled by Jakes, which led to the Byzantine Empire, which is known as the medieval times.
Right.
That's why we're the Anglo-Saxons, the Dukes, the Franks. Maror always goes in there.
Knights.
And
Yeah.
you should know that. That's your
Yeah.
history. You know, that's your history. But to stay on the topic of this, let's keep going.
Verse 3. We keep going 3.
Actually, yeah.
Okay, and it says, verse 3, Isaiah 19:3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail, and the mist thereof.
Yeah, like now, the mirth being gone, the golden cup,
Yeah.
the golden age, all that. You don't have that spirit no
Done.
more here. Okay, it's
Done.
over. You just got poor, proud people trying to relive what they saw on TV growing up.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's not hitting no more.
Nope.
And it says, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols
Mhm.
and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards.
Right, and that's what you're going to show you. People are going to be in that spirit. You're going to have weirdo white chicks and black women shaking amethyst stones, hoping to get a sign and a symbol.
Mhm.
And these people are going to start losing their mind with more blood moons and more lunar eclipse coming.
Yeah.
They're going to lose their mind, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? Rome, Babylon has allowed these people to idolize and worship, just like back then, just like now. So now let's go back to the article, because we did mention we wanted to make some points. Now let's see. Now what did you? I wanted to go into the decadence, but then we can end it with the Christianity,
Okay.
because you know what that is. That's the truth.
Yeah, that's us. Yeah.
So us waking up is a part of why this place is going down.
yeah.
How beautiful. We're in something very important. You're in the truth, the thought part,
part,
the
yeah.
wada.
And I'm at why did Rome fall?
Okay.
Because
Are you into decadence, decay?
well, it says right here. It says right here, decadence, Christianity.
Oh, because right here, there's a whole portion of it.
Oh, you're in that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go down to that one.
Okay, because
Got
it precepts right in.
Okay, I'll go to that.
Okay.
One. Yep.
Do you want to read it?
Yeah, read it.
Okay.
All right, now this is the part that says decadence and decay of Rome's control, and this is the source.
The loss of Roman control.
Right.
The loss of Rome. Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading down below.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I see where you
Okay, I
at.
was reading it.
Okay,
Hang on,
yep.
Slack it. All right, and this is from the source of thought.
Sluggy, we're a little excited. This is exciting, man.
It is.
You know, we're in Rome right now.
We live in the beautiful times.
We are.
We're seeing the downfall of our enemy.
We have to remind ourselves of these things.
Right.
Let's do a quick time check. All right, we're on 32 minutes, making good time. So let's kind of hit these points and keep it pushing.
And it says, there is no doubt that decay, the loss of Roman control over the military and populace.
Oh, right now, all the transformations.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the U.S. military right now is weak.
It's shit.
Can I, matter of fact, let me just put this in
It's
for
horrible.
brothers and sisters.
And then also too, if I can add, you got people saying, what you enlist for the American military. They said, hell no. Edomites and Israelites.
Yep.
They said, fuck no.
He said, I just wanted a Hellcat.
Yeah. That's all.
Look at this.
And those getting canceled.
Look at this. Look at this. All I put in the U.S. military rated weak. It says, yes, the U.S. military is weak.
See, this is not now no more. This is not 69. This is not World War I and World War II no more. America's done. You know, America's looking bad. What's that? Isaiah says, how thou become weak like unto us?
Mm-hmm. Which that's future. It says U.S. military rated as weak, may not be able to win one war as tension grows with China and Russia.
Man, that is true. Real quick point. Isaiah 14 and verse 10, it says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? And the answer is yes.
Yep.
The American military is very weak,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because of the people, first off, you know, the
days a lot.
The days a lot. Everything here is decreasing,
The
man.
political corruption.
Yeah.
And then there was another point out. Oh, and now the weak nations are saying they're strong.
Which they are strong.
Yeah.
You know, you got those so-called weak nations. They're doing more war drills.
Yeah.
You know, their armies. Their soldiers. They're prepping. The citizens. They know what's up.
I saw a Moabite military. I just show you. Remember, I showed you the video. I said, "Is this CGI?"
Yeah.
That shit was they locked, loaded, and ready to
Yeah.
go. And their morale is up more than Babylon's.
I believe it.
Babylon's morale is garbage. Individualism has weakened this nation.
Wow.
It's over. Back
an
you up.
article, and it says, affected the ability of the Roman Empire to keep its
borders
borders
intact.
intact.
Oh, let's Google that. Is the American weakened borders, border control? There is no border
Yes.
control. Biden's border crisis is the worst in American history.
Call Lloyd, how about you outside?
We're literally reading what happened back then is happening right now. That's why we in the spirit we title it, "Can you see history repeating itself?"
Yes, we can. blessed are your eyes for they see.
Woo!
Man.
Back into it.
And it says early issues included the crisis of the Republic in the 1st century BCE under the emperors Sulla and Marius, as well as that of the great Gracchi brothers.
Mm-hmm. You could jump down to the second one.
Okay. Second paragraph, it says the decay of the army, according to the 5th century Roman historian Vegetius, came from within the army itself.
Wow.
The army grew weak from a lack of wars and stopped wearing their protective armor, right? Because just like, for example, like a boxer, if a boxer is a champion, he's proud, he's on the high horse, he stopped training, stopped working out, and then you get to a fight with somebody hungrier than you, you get lackadaisical, then you get knocked out and lose that title. I
got a precept for that. This is Zephaniah 2:15. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly. That's why your average American, they're fat, they're out of shape. Like, as men, hey man, you gotta, you gotta do something. It says this is a rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly. Their women are whores. The women are completely finished.
The men let them.
The men are simps. They're emotional. They're not. That's why they want to cancel people like Andrew. They want to cancel that, which proves there's another agenda going on with the elites. They're wicked, bro. And really, that shows you they don't care about the American people. You see, they're letting you get out of shape, overweight. They're allowing your marriages and your family unit to crumble. There's no more nuclear family. The money. One of the reasons they fell was saying the slave labor.
It's like too much.
And it says, dwell carelessly, that said in her heart, it says, lean on their own understanding. It says, said in their own heart, it says the heart is desperately wicked.
Damn.
I am, and there is none beside his fat ass sitting here on the couch. Nuke him. And nigga got pet pedos in the microwave. You know what I mean? Like some steakums. And he's sitting on the, watching the boob tube, And you got Russia in the cold, reloading, unloading. Come on, man. Y'all fools, man. It says, I am, and there's none beside me. How is she become? How this happen? It's happening before your face. Man. How is she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Everyone that passes by her shall hiss and wag his head. I know I'm gonna wag my head. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna look down at this place. Bitch ass place.
It's about to be turned to a great example.
Yep.
Back in the article.
Yes, sir.
And it says this made them vulnerable. We just read it. Zephaniah 2:15.
They're vulnerable
to the enemy weapons.
Wow.
And provided the temptation to flee from battle.
It says they should become women. They should become women.
It says, let's get that request at Zephaniah.
There's one in Jeremiah. I'm thinking. Okay. The mighty men shall be forborn to fight. And we need that one.
I know which one you want. Let me see. Jeremiah
50. 28. 51 and 30.
The water. Yep. Jeremiah 50 and verse 30 says, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord.
Where are you at? Are you in Jeremiah 51?
Yeah. Oh, 51. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Not bad.
That was a good one too.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. Yep. The water. Jeremiah 51 and 30 says, the mighty men of Babylon.
Who are the mighty men? The soldiers.
Yeah.
America's soldiers.
The general.
Yeah. Yep. I remember growing up playing with G.I. Joes.
Hell yeah.
And they were white soldiers.
Yep.
Hell yeah. That's why they got statues today of their fallen soldiers and stuff,
That's right. Jeremiah 51 and 30, the mighty men of Babylon.
Yep, just like Rome.
And that's one thing too. Now you have females in the military.
Oh yeah, they got a battery in their back.
So yeah, that shit through.
Yep.
And it says, have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds that their might have failed.
Wow.
They became as women.
Wow.
They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken.
Oh, there you go. Is that did not happen? Did not that happen to Rome?
Yeah. Oh man. And it says, and provided the temptation to flee from battle. So it says, security may have led to the cessation of the religious, rigorous drills. But Jesus said the leaders became incompetent.
Yep.
Damn. And rewards were unfairly distributed.
Hold on. Oh, it says reward. Yeah, lack of pay. That's where you get the term salary.
Yeah,
They would give
because
them salt. Yeah.
Mhm.
Look, wait. Look, I just want to do a. I just want to see something. So if I put incompetent and then I add Biden behind that, I wonder what's going to come up.
Oh, shit.
Incompetent Biden. Let's just see. Look, Joe Biden's doting incompetence. So the leader of Babylon today is being referred to as incompetent,
Man.
like they said happened in the Roman leaders back then.
Bro.
Joe Biden's incompetent extremist. It has been a year of crisis under Joe Biden's incompetent. Joe Biden is an incompetent fool. Did it not just say the leadership was incompetent?
Yes.
And did not just say your president today is incompetent?
Yes.
Man. You getting something, brother?
Yes.
What, the definition?
Really real quick, the word incompetent, it says, well, this is on the Merriam-Webster.com dictionary. It says lacking the qualities needed for effective action.
Wow.
And it says unable to function properly.
Wow. Then this one, it says not having or showing the necessary skill to do something successfully.
Yep. Not being qualified.
Oh, and that proves why our kingdom, which prophecy will come, is going to be fulfilled, and people are going to rejoice because the Lord says soon he's going to set up a profitable ruler.
Right.
Esau is not a profitable ruler, man. He did this twice. The same thing that led to him fall is happening again. His ass ain't fixing nothing. That's why even Trump, he was getting on, I think, like Hillary or Biden. He said, all this shit you talk about fixing, you didn't do it 20 years ago.
Right.
So why are you saying you're going to do it now?
Right.
You were Biden used to be a vice president. Why didn't you fix it with Obama?
Right.
But vote for me. If you ain't black, you ain't voting. Dumbass Jake voted for you for an incompetent leader.
And now you want to, put that shit up beside you.
Look, it says unskilled, unskinful, inept, amateurish, unprofessional.
Amateurish.
That man's unprofessional, man. That's the same thing Rome dealt with.
One time, remember they was like, "Hey, Joe Biden, what you gonna do about this war?" He said,
"Chocolate chip, chocolate chip."
What the fuck?
Let's read the third verse or the third. Yep.
And it says, in addition, as time went on, Roman citizens, including soldiers and their families living outside of Italy, identified with Rome less and less compared to the Italian counterpart.
So they stopped. Wow. They didn't want to be identified
as a Roman.
Like now.
Wow.
They don't want to be identified with Babylon.
It says they prefer.
You got Jake leaving.
Hell yeah.
He don't even want to identify with an American fucking woman.
Man, hell no. Man.
He'd rather deal with a woman who got broken English.
Mm-hmm.
Shame, man. Fucking shame. This place is filthy, man.
It says they prefer to live as natives, even if this meant poverty.
Wow.
Which in turn.
Basically saying anywhere is better than here.
Yeah.
And what's that for today? Shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
Man.
You got shame, bro, where even your own people didn't want to identify.
Man. And it says, which in turn meant they turned to those who could help: Germans, brigands, Christians, and Vandals.
All right, go down to economics. We're gonna read it quick.
Okay. It says economic factors are often,
and then let's get the decadence one.
Okay, yeah, It says economic factors are also often cited as a major cause of the fall of Rome. Some
money issues.
Yes.
Debt.
Yes.
Thick clay.
Yes. Oh, that's Habakkuk.
Yep.
What's that?
Yep.
2, I believe it's 2. So it says some of the major factors described are inflation.
Are what?
Inflation.
Whoa. Let's just look that up. Let's just put U.S. inflation. Is there U.S. inflation 2023? Let's just see. Right. Shit. There was Esau's bought a bag of chips for $5.19.
What the fudge?
U.S. inflation. Right here. United States inflation data. Now let's go to the news.
Yeah.
Inflation rose 0.5% in January, more than expected, and up 6.4% from a year ago. Yellen says U.S. inflation coming down, but core measures remain. Oh, though they say peace and safety. Get your ass out of here. Let's put this in even better because these are soft words. America is experiencing inflation. Thank you, Google. Right there. America's experiencing inflation, man. You brothers and sisters, you see it.
No candy coated.
You got Snap about to get cut off.
Yep. All the benefits.
You know,
Yep.
there is inflation. Maybe I'm not putting the right word, but there's definitely inflation. It's gonna decrease soon. Motherfuckers is dying out here, struggling, paying with coins, anything they got, IOUs, bill me later. People using credit cards for groceries.
Yeah.
People are taking out their savings account, their loans to buy groceries.
Let me do that. See how you gotta dig. He don't want to. He hides the problems, man. You fucking demon.
Yep.
He hides the problems. You know. Let me relax. You Americans using credit card. Man, you got over 40 million Americans who don't know where their next meal's coming from, and you want to make me search high and low about it. This is why people not gonna regard these fucking princes and kings, because you like the video I showed you.
I just thinking that
the dude was like, man, just fucking tell me.
Yeah, keep it real.
Damn, this place is so unjust, man.
Yeah.
They don't want to keep it real with the people.
He was like, I'm from Brooklyn, just like you. You know, so if you see bullshit, come on, we both know.
Yep.
We see bullshit, you know, as soon as you see it.
Yep. Let's keep going because they're trying to hide it.
It says inflation,
over taxation.
Yeah,
that's right now.
Yep.
Look up syntax.
Man, over taxation.
Yep.
And feudalism. Other lesser economic issues included the wholesale hoarding of bullion by Roman citizens. Oh shit! The widespread looting of the Roman treasury by barbarians. And
a barbarian is anyone that's not a Roman. Like anyone that's not American citizen is an alien.
You know. It says in a massive trade deficit with the eastern regions of the empire. Together, these issues combined to escalate financial stress during the emperor's last days. Oh, the last days. You say you wanted what? The decadence?
Yeah. I was just, it might be in the other one.
Okay,
let me see.
Let me look it up real quick. Go back to it.
Yeah, or if you don't find that one. Oh, you know what? We could just, we're almost at an hour. Let's go into the Christianity part.
On
the thought. Code. Yeah. And guess what, brothers? Christianity was a reason to fall of Rome too. And what's that? Ezekiel 37, the great army. The great army.
Yep.
Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, we are that spiritual army being raised up. All right. New brothers out there, man. You know, continue to hold your honor, your integrity, your faith. You know, don't be a sellout that Babylon wants you to be. Don't be a demon like this place wants you to be. Be a man, be an Israelite man. You know, this place wants Jake to be a low-down, dirty demon with nothing going for himself. Got his pants sagging, snotty nose, same clothes, blunt in his ear, other men, women in his phone, living a loser-ass bullshit nigger life.
Yep.
Don't let Babylon turn your ass out, man. This place about to fall. And you sisters out there, don't allow Satan to get in your ear to turn your ass out too, man. Keep your fucking legs and your mouth closed. Listen, pray, you know. Be righteous, man. Because this place is set up to make you the worst thing walking.
Yes, it is.
You know, don't be more fuel to the fire that's already set to burn.
Yep.
Be something set apart.
Yep. Because of Micah, what they would say says, it shall leave you with a sword of destruction.
Yeah.
This place will
it's not
and spit you out.
It don't give a shit about you.
No.
Don't give a shit about you.
This is Christianity section.
Yeah.
And it says, when the Roman Empire started, there was no such religion as Christianity.
Just like here.
Just like here, bro.
When Babylon started, the conception of Babylon, Romans the 7th chapter, Revelations the 13th chapter. When it started, there was no truth yet because Elijah didn't come yet.
Right.
Okay? Malachi 4.
That's right.
Just like what? Yahweh, you see? Because you had Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
You had the law. You see?
And that proves that the truth is a glitch in the matrix.
Yep.
And it says, in the 1st century, CE, Pontius Pilate.
Who?
Pontius Pilate.
That's right in the scriptures.
Now, this is secular history right here.
You took the word exactly. Even in secular history proves our history.
Come on, man.
Okay.
The Bible is a history book.
Yep.
And it says, the governor of the province of Judea.
Yep. Over us.
Executed their founder, Yahweh Shai.
Woo!
For treason.
Wow. And guess what? Babylon has that law today too. Treason.
Yeah.
You have that today. Mm-hmm. You know?
It says, which means like betrayal, I believe.
Of Babylon. Like betraying this place.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And it says,
so we supposed to be for this place.
yeah, but that's why it says don't conform to this place.
Exactly.
And it says it took his followers a few centuries to gain enough clout to be able to win over imperial support. This began.
Well, that's happening right now,
Yeah.
where it said the great multitude. Ezekiel, let's get it. It took a while until the great army rose. You know, you had One West,
Yeah.
and then our elders,
07 with the Great Awakening.
and then the Great Awakening, then 2015, 16. Like even now there's a great army being risen, but it didn't start like that.
No.
Just like back then in Rome, it didn't start like that. It really started with the John, Yahushua, the 12,
Yeah.
and John's disciples, and then that led to great growth.
Mhm.
Because before that, they were just under what? The Levitical law.
Yeah.
That's why Apostle Paul had to tell you the Levitical law was a shadow of things to come.
Right.
So if you got anybody you're listening to telling you that they're the standing Levitical priest, walk the fuck away from that guy. Excuse my language. Babu Kasha, forgive me,
But you're not lying.
but
bro.
I'm not in the spirit. I'm not lying to you.
Yeah.
Walk away. That's a delusional beast.
Yep.
We all brothers are priests now
Yeah, man.
under the order of Melchizedek. Let's get that Ezekiel 37. This lesson's about Rome falling. But with Rome falling, guess who fell with it? Wicked niggas.
That's right. That's right, bro. Ezekiel 37, and what's the point?
Yes.
Ezekiel 37 and verse 10, and it says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
This is why Esau today in Babylon has something called the Megiddo Project. And he says we got to watch out for Black Hebrew Israelites. So this guy's got problems within and without,
Yeah.
just like Rome did. So we was causing hell. That's why Elder Pastor be saying that, man. We was raising hell in Rome.
Yep.
That's why they kicked the Christians out. They burned them in the Colosseums. That's why he says he set up the apostles last, because the apostles were brought last in the Colosseums to be killed. You see?
Yep. And what's that? Oh, right here. The scripture says to turn the world upside down.
Yep. Yeah, get that. Acts.
Yep. This is the book of
17.
Yep, Acts 17 and verse 6. And it says, Acts 17 and 6, when it says, and when they found them not, they drew Jason and certain brethren unto the rulers of the city, crying, these that have turned the world upside down are come hither also.
And that's what's happened.
Yep.
What got us watching the elders, watching the brothers go out there in the street? That world, it was our world. I'm like, yo,
Never active.
that's in the Bible. He cussing his ass out.
Yep.
Good.
The good book.
Out of the scriptures.
Yep.
It's like Coach Klein said I could.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep, yep.
It was like when you remember you're little and your mom said you could cuss.
Yeah.
You was just waiting.
Yep.
I can see that. Right. That's like now, that battery in our back.
Yep.
You rendered active.
Mm-hmm.
So the truth, like right now, when it was happening in Rome back then, that caused a major problem. Like it's causing a major problem now. So we're involved in something very important.
Although y'all about some outside.
We're involved in something very serious.
That's amazing, man.
Let's keep going.
And it says,
We're gonna end it on the Christian part. You know,
Alright.
this.
it says, this began in the early 4th century with Emperor Constantine,
Who was an Israelite?
who was actively involved in Christian policy making.
Mm.
When Constantine established a state level of religious tolerance in the Roman Empire,
And mind you, this is after Yahushua got crucified.
right? He took on the title of pontiff. Although he was not necessarily a Christian himself, he wasn't baptized until he was on his deathbed.
Of course, Jake, wait till they,
Mhm.
but keep going.
He gave Christians privileges and oversaw major Christian religious disputes.
Mm.
He
Like right now, we have rights through the Constitution.
right.
That's why, real quick,
Yep.
what's that? Zephaniah 5, displeased with the heathen.
Is it Zechariah?
Yeah,
Zechariah?
3 and 5.
I believe so. Let's look it up real quick.
I want to make a quick point,
Yep.
which really coincides with Daniel 7,
Yep.
the establishment of Babylon. I think it's 3 and 5, is it? Let's see. No, what is it? They furthered their affliction.
Zechariah 1:15.
Thawada.
Yeah.
Thawada.
I know Zechariah though.
Okay. 3. Okay, I know. I was thinking something different. Yeah, let's read that real quick.
This is the book of Zechariah 1:15, and it says, "And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased."
Right. I was a little displeased. That's why we got freed.
Right.
Because brothers will tell you all day, I'm saying like other camps,
Mhm.
they'll talk all day about us going into slavery, but what if somebody came up and said, Well, you're not in slavery now. Where does it say that? That the Lord, he said we weren't going to be in. He didn't. He said he was a little displeased.
Yeah.
So then he let us off.
Yep.
He let us off physical slavery,
Yeah,
because after physical slavery, which led up to what? Ultimately to the civil rights movement, that gave Jake rights, which the rights we were given was the rights that you have as an American citizen. The right of freedom of speech is why we can go out and read the scriptures. The freedom to peaceful assembly is why we can stand as a camp. And the freedom of religion, why we can openly say we are Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
See? And that happened in Rome. We got rights. So like now we got rights. But all that is just to go to camp, not for you to stand there and tell a cop, no, agree with the adversary quickly. You use the world. Don't abuse the rights. Use the rights. That's why Paul uses Roman citizenship. You use it for your in the ministry.
Mm-hmm.
Use it to help the ministry. So finish that off.
And it says, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction.
Right. We got freed 1865. KKK started 1865. You had as soon as we got freed, Jim Crow.
Yep.
You know, segregation.
Yep.
You know, all these things. So and even now to this day, you know, but that's for another lesson. But we just wanted to pull that point out, you know, to further keep going. So back in the article.
Yep. And it says, although he was not necessarily a Christian himself, he wasn't baptized until he was on his deathbed. He gave Christians privileges and oversaw major Christian religious disputes. He may not have understood how the pagan cults, including those of the emperors, were at odds with the new monotheistic religion, but they were. And in the time, the old Roman religions lost out. Over time, Christian church leaders became increasingly influential.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the living water.
Yeah.
The eye shall see thy teacher.
Yeah.
All these things are happening again.
Yep. And then you have the account of Acts, and it says about 3,000 souls were added to the ministry.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And it says eroding the emperor's powers. For example, I gotta give a quick precept on mine, so like it came to mind. I read that.
Call it out.
It's 2 Corinthians 10:4.
Gotcha.
2 Corinthians 10:4. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
Yep.
You know, in America,
yep,
Babylon is a great stronghold.
It is, man. And the ideology in it.
Yeah.
Because it starts with that is the mind, and then ultimately the physical.
Yes.
Of what is holding all these strongholds. It's Babylon.
Yeah.
Babylon's existence is why all these ideologies are still going about. That's why it says it made the earth drunk with its wine.
Yeah.
Like all this allowing the idols and him, her, and they, and
yeah,
all this shit, all this stuff. This place gives that room and leverage to walk around.
Madness.
So this is why we're at odds with it. That's why it says life is against death, just like back then and just like now. See? So, and that shows you too, all we got to do is preach. All we're doing is preaching. The mere fact of the learning edification brought a part of its downfall.
Yeah.
Not the actually fighting against it, you know?
Yep. And it says, for example, when Bishop Ambrose threatened to withhold the sacraments, Emperor
Theodos
did the penance the bishop assigned him. Emperor Theodos made Christianity the official religion in 390 CE, since Roman civic and religious life were deeply connected. A priestess controlled the fortune of Rome. Prophetic books told leaders what they needed to do to win wars.
Woo!
And emperors were defied. Christian religious beliefs and allegiances conflicted with the working of empire.
Conflicted with the working of empire, just like right now.
Yeah.
You see that? So, you know, we're going to really just leave it about like right there. I mean, if you have any closing precepts,
No.
But, you know, I believe the point was made. You know, we just wanted to touch on that. We said we wanted to do about an hour, you know, but you could see when you compare and contrast what led to Rome fall, which there's even more stuff, the economy, you know, all in general, but you're seeing these things take a place now.
Yes.
There's nothing new under the sun. Rome, again, is going to fall. Esau, Edom is going to fall again. Right. And real quick, let's end that with Malachi, though they build.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yep.
Real quick, we got him. This is on my spirit. We got to end it with a precept.
Got you.
Malachi, because that's what he's doing. He's trying to build, and he's trying to also build his new world order. All that's going to fall, you know? right? Isn't that Malachi?
Malachi 4.
Yeah.
Let me see. Malachi 1, excuse me.
Yep, and 4.
Yep. Malachi 1 and 4 says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished,
Like now.
but we will return
Yep.
and build the desolate places.
That's why they call it the Renaissance.
Right. That's a really great point. Yep. And it says, thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build,
Like before,
but I will throw down,
because prophecy says so, my counsel shall stand.
and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
There you go. So we're getting ready to see the Lord's indignation upon this wicked empire.
Right.
Okay, this is the last go around. This is why it says our it's been accomplished in Lamentations. You know, so we'll just leave it right there. All right. We just pray that you brothers and few sisters was edified in the spirit as we were. And we like to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hakudash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.